Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into WTW AfterShock. I am Thomas Drake, and we have a spectacular show on hand for you guys, but we're going to waste no time. We're going to open up tonight's show with the Nex-Gen Championship Tournament Finals as Juggernaut takes on Jetpack. This tournament was announced by Grayson Bourne for the Nex-Gen Championship. Following the Reborn event, Juggernaut actually defeated WTF to be able to advance to the finals here tonight, where he's going to encounter Jetpack.
Oh, the Nex-Gen is mine!
And this is a completely different Juggernaut than we've seen in years past. I mean, this is a guy who's rumoredly replaced alcohol with steroids, and that strength was on full display at Reborn.
The voices never stop! Fuck! Shit! Fuck!
Juggernaut should probably seek psychiatric help. But anyways, like I was saying, it took 3 guys to eliminate this guy at Reborn, and if Jetpack wants to become Nex-Gen Champion, Jetpack is going to have to defeat him by himself tonight. Here it is, Jetpack, the former baseball star, made his WTW debut in a tag team match alongside Ace Armbruster taking on Chase Chambers, Jackson Hendrix. Very, very impressive career thus far. Had a very strong performance in the Reborn Gauntlet. Many would consider him to be the Iron Man of that match. And here he is. He defeated WTF to get into this tournament to face Juggernaut in the finals here tonight. And one of these men is walking out with the Nex-Gen Championship.
Are you ready, Jetpack? Are you ready?
Juggernaut clearly eager to get his hands on Jetpack. This is a huge opportunity for both men. I mean, the Nex-Gen Championship could catapult their career in an entirely different direction. And one of these two men's career is going to change tonight. Jetpack, Juggernaut, Nex-Gen Championship referee just doing a standard pat-down check, making sure no foreign objects are going to make their way into this match here tonight. And the Nex-Gen Championship, I mean, you look at the likes of names that have held this title. You see Chase Chambers, T-Bone, Relic, Ace Armbruster. I mean, that's just the proof in the pudding of what this title can do for your career. And these two men, I think, as psychotic as Juggernaut is, he at least somewhat understands that, I would say. And here we go. Let's get this underway. You hear the bell there. This match is up. Jetpack, Juggernaut. Juggernaut eager to get his hands on Jetpack. Jetpack able to evade, ducking under in a grab attempt from Juggernaut. Juggernaut trying to get him into the corner. Jetpack once again evading. Jetpack knows he needs to stay out of those very powerful hands of Juggernaut. He saw the strength firsthand, and Jetpack's going to have to be able to stay away. And Jetpack once again able to stay away from Juggernaut. Juggernaut trying to grab Jetpack. Jetpack once again staying away, throwing those strikes, but the psychotic clown is completely unfazed. Completely unfazed. Jetpack trying to throw a knee. Jetpack coming off the ropes. Juggernaut immediately countering with a big boot. Jetpack knows he's going to have to use his superior speed. He knows he's going to have to use his superior speed. He knows how strong Juggernaut is, but Juggernaut able to get his hands on Jetpack now. Backbreaker, following it up. Sidewalk slam by the psychotic clown. Cover, 1, 2. Jetpack kicking out. And again, like I said, it took 3 men to eliminate Juggernaut from the Gauntlet match at Reborn because he was absolutely dominant. And Jetpack has been very impressive, but he's going to need a very strong showing tonight if he's going to be able to knock off the psychotic clown. Juggernaut just raining down those strikes on Jetpack right now. Jetpack countering with the little Jetpack out of nowhere as he calls that move the little Jetpack. Cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Early 1 count. Jetpack able to fire away with that move there, but Juggernaut kicking out right at 1, and Juggernaut right back to his feet here. We've seen that sometimes his opponent's offense just doesn't even stun the psychotic clown, and besides his strength, that's another thing that makes him so dangerous. Jetpack has him locked into a cross arm breaker here. A cross arm breaker. Could Juggernaut tap? Juggernaut trying to fight his way out of it. Jetpack has that arm hooked. Juggernaut lifting him up in the air. Juggernaut panicking, saying, get him off. Sit out powerbomb counter by the psychotic clown. Cover, 1, 2. Jetpack staying in it. Let's take another look at this, though. Juggernaut was panicking during the arm breaker, saying, get him off, but he's able to counter with the sit out powerbomb. Jetpack staying alive for a 2 count there. Juggernaut once again stalking the smaller opponent. Jetpack, very fast, unpredictable offense, and he's throwing back some strikes, but he may not even have a chance if the power of Juggernaut continues. Clothesline by the psychotic clown, once again dropping Jetpack. Every time Jetpack goes to try to find an opening, Juggernaut is able to use that freakish power of his to counter. Juggernaut laying in stomps to Jetpack here with another punch. And you see the damage Juggernaut is doing to his opponent here.
I'm so happy he showed up for his ceremonial fucking ass kicking.
Juggernaut has seemingly had this weird infatuation of wanting to beat up Jetpack ever since WTW returned. And a standing vertical suplex by the Psychotic Clown going into the cover. 1, 2, and once again Jetpack surviving. The perseverance and resilience of Jetpack on full display here early as he is taking somewhat of a beating so far.
I want that Nex-Gen, you understand me?
He's been able to hit some moves, but nothing sustainable. Juggernaut has been in this company for a long time, but again, this is a completely different Juggernaut than you saw 6 years ago. This is a powerhouse that it's going to take absolutely everything Jetpack has to win here tonight. And once again, Juggernaut looking for a standing vertical suplex, but stalling. Look at the strength of Juggernaut on full display. Holding his opponent in air and dropping him. Look at the strength of Juggernaut. Cover. 1, 2, and another kick out by Jetpack. 2 count there. Juggernaut getting frustrated. He's saying he's getting frustrated that Jetpack will not go down. Jetpack is resilient, but did you see the strength of Juggernaut able to hold another full-grown man up in that standing vertical suplex and hold him there like the weight was nothing and dropping him with that suplex. And once again, Juggernaut raining down those strikes on Jetpack. Juggernaut, a little uppercut to the midsection here. World's strongest slam by Juggernaut. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Jetpack.
No! No!
Jetpack surviving, and I have to give him a lot of credit, but if he wants to win, if he wants to come out with the Nex-Gen Championship, he's going to have to find a way to have some sort of sustainable offense. Because so far, this match has been just pure survival for Jetpack. He's taken a beating, but he's going to have to find some more sustainable offense. Juggernaut throwing him into the corner here and just raining in those elbow strikes to Jetpack here and following it up with a slam. Once again, just slamming around Jetpack. Cover. 1, 2, and once again, Jetpack surviving. 2 count there. Jetpack surviving after that slam to the corner, but man, oh man, has Juggernaut... Is this strength on full display just like it was at Reborn? You've seen World's Strongest Slam, suplexes, and an elbow drop here by Juggernaut. This match has been all Juggernaut for the most part so far here for this Nex-Gen Championship.
One more!
Juggernaut, the Psychotic Clown, giving him one last elbow drop there. Jetpack down and out. Cover. 1, 2, and once again, the resilient, perseverant Jetpack surviving. You can hear the frustration of Juggernaut setting in. Juggernaut is a guy who likes to try to finish his opponents early. We see that. He gets frustrated if he's unable to finish them as quickly as he wants. Jetpack firing back, looking for a DDT there. Caught in a fireman's carry. Caught. Attitude adjustment by the Psychotic Clown. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Jetpack was going for that leaping DDT. He does. And Juggernaut, as you see here, going for that leaping DDT. Juggernaut catching him out of midair in that fireman's carry. And shades of the GOAT as he gives him the attitude adjustment. Jetpack once again surviving, but again, no sustainable offense for the baseball star.
No!
If Jetpack is going to have to find something here to be able to get some damage in on Juggernaut if he wants to walk away with the Nex-Gen Championship.
You see, everybody thinks that I'm just fucking angry all the time. You wanna know what pisses me off? How long I've been in this fucking company, and we all know damn good and well that Nex-Gen Championship should be mine. Juggernaut's him, he's new here. Why the fuck does he get a shot at it? It's mine.
Well, he did earn the shot by defeating Rakesh in a hard-fought victory, but I'm not sure Juggernaut quite understands the concept of a tournament. Juggernaut sees weights, he lifts them, and he sees bodies, he crushes them. That's about what he does, and he lugging him up with another World's Strongest Slam by the Psychotic Clown, and look at the strength of Juggernaut, picking him right back up, following it up with another World's Strongest Slam. This could do it. 1, 2, and no! Once again, Jetpack surviving.
No!
If I have to give Jetpack a lot of credit, he is taking damage after damage, slam after slam, and he's finding a way to stay in this. Juggernaut going for a choke slam here, logging him up. Jetpack seemingly has the arm around the head of Juggernaut, counters, DDT by Jetpack. This could be the opening he needs. And once again, Juggernaut kicking out at 1. But maybe this is the opening Jetpack needs to get some sort of offense in on the Psychotic Clown. Side Russian leg sweep, hits. Jetpack looking for that high-octane fast offense he's known for, following it up. Famouser to the Psychotic Clown. Famouser, cover. 1, 2. Juggernaut staying in it. Jetpack finally getting a 2 count, though. The first 2 count of the match. And again, this is what Jetpack needs. He needs to be able to use his high, fast-paced octane offense. He's going to have to stay out of the arms of Juggernaut if he wants to win this match. Juggernaut once again going for the grab. Countered by Jetpack. Countered, running up the ropes. Bulldog! Bulldog! We've seen Jetpack hit that. Will this do enough to put the Psychotic Clown away? But Jetpack unable to follow through with a pin attempt. He's taking a lot of damage in this match, but he could be lining up for that zigzag. Can Jetpack hit that zigzag? Is he closing it on the Nex-Gen Championship? Zigzag! Zigzag! Cover! 1, 2, Jetpack's gonna do it! No! The Psychotic Clown surviving, but I thought Jetpack was going to do it here. He finally found an opening with that DDT, hit the Bulldog, hit his finishing maneuver, the zigzag, but it's not quite enough to put Juggernaut away. What a sequence of offense there by Jetpack, though. And it looks like he could be lining up for another zigzag. Countered by Juggernaut, hits the ropes, caught, Juggernaut's got him by the throat, choke slam, and I think that's going to be done. Cover 1, 2, no! No!
No!
Juggernaut is as shocked as I am. Look how resilient and perseverant Jetpack is. He has taken an absolute beating, but he is able to stay in it. Juggernaut following it up, though, holding him up with another choke slam and slamming him. Look at the strength of that choke slam. Cover 1, 2, 3. What a showing by Jetpack. Perseverant, resilient, but ultimately the Psychotic Clown was too much to handle, as Juggernaut is now our Nex-Gen Champion. You see him here, that massive choke slam, and after all those world's strongest slams, choke slams, sidewalk slams, it was ultimately just too much for Jetpack there at the end. What a performance by Juggernaut. What a performance. He is now the Nex-Gen Champion. We have a psychotic, schizophrenic clown as our Nex-Gen Champion, but nonetheless, this freakish powerhouse earned the victory tonight. Jetpack, nothing to be ashamed about. Very, very strong showing. But Juggernaut is going to be the one that walks away with the championship. And this is a Juggernaut we've never seen before.
I told you, WTW, this is a Juggernaut you've never fucking seen before.
And exactly, you heard it there. The Psychotic Clown completely has transformed himself. But up next, Jackson Hendrix takes on Ace Armbruster. These two men have had ongoing issues since the return of WTW, even facing each other on the first episode of Mayhem upon our return. And these two men have been at each other's throats ever since. And here comes the next chapter in the book of this Hendrix versus Armbruster rivalry.
They got us doing a WrestleMania ass walk.
It is a long walk, it is. But again, with these two men, Jackson Hendrix looked like to be closing in on the win against Ace Armbruster on Mayhem episode 1. Closing in on the win, Ace low blows him, get himself purposely DQ'd.
It's go time, Ace.
And then they lock horns and Reborn. Hendrix able to eliminate Ace Armbruster in the Reborn Gauntlet, and that only escalated his feud so much more. Ace had a sneak attack on Hendrix,
Damn stage one more time.
hitting Hendrix with the belt during an interview with Deuce Duffler, a cheap blindside attack.
What outfit do you have on, Jackson Hendrix?
The forever the cocky, the arrogant Ace Armbruster, a guy who firmly believes he should be the #1 person in this company. And again, these two men at each other's throats. Ace with a sneak attack. Hendrix said as much as he wanted to come out there and fight him on Mayhem, he wanted to beat him where it matters. He wanted to beat him where it counts. He wanted to beat him in a wrestling match. And here it is tonight, AfterShock. Jackson Hendrix, Ace Armbruster. Both of these men desperate to get their hands on one another. Referee Cade Hawk again once doing his pat-down check. If there's one match that needs one, it's this one because these two men are out for blood against one another. Singles match here. Jackson Hendrix, Ace Armbruster. Both of these men really want to come out with the win here. Both of these men serious problems with one another. And I know Hendrix wants to get his hands on Ace after that belt shot. And immediately, running missile drop kick by Jackson Hendrix. And my prediction was right. Hendrix coming right out of the gates, wanting to get his hands on Ace after that belt attack. Off the ropes. Suicide dive by Jackson Hendrix, taking out Ace Armbruster. Taking him out, laying in the stomps on Ace. Laying in the stomps, throwing in those strikes, forearm after forearm. Ace countering back, chop to the back. Ace throwing him into the post here. Look at the way Hendrix's head rebounded off that post. Ace throwing it back in the ring. This match 100 miles per hour so far. These two men desperate to get their hands on one another. Ace throwing with a blow to the head here. Hendrix responding with a body shot. Has him by the head here. Rope hung DDT by Jackson Hendrix. Cover. 1 count. These two men, they know they're going to have to do a lot to put each other away. These two men, no strangers to each other anymore. Hendrix laying in those stomps. Hendrix once again throwing the forearm. Ace responding with some strikes of his own. Irish whip. Caught. Spine buster. Look at the power of Ace Armbruster. Spine buster. Hendrix cover 1. And a kick out at 1. Ace Armbruster, I try to let my bias go out of commentary, but this is a despicable, vile human being. But Ace is laying in the stomps. Hendrix able to open it up with that suicide dive and missile dropkick early. But Ace able to counter with the spine buster, and he's laying in those stomps on Hendrix. That's exactly what he wants to do, is lay in those stomps, throwing him up in a running power slam by Ace Armbruster. Cover. 1, 2. Hendrix surviving at a 2 count. But take a look at this. This is exactly what I'm saying. This match, 100 miles per hour so far. You see the missile dropkick, but you see the suicide dive here opening up. You see the power slam by Ace. These two men starting out in 6th gear already. Ace, Hendrix, windy November afternoon here. Not exactly ideal weather conditions for this match, but these two men, they want it badly.
Come on, Dad.
Ace taking his head off with that clothesline. And you see Hendrix holding the back of his head there. Ace is saying Hendrix is going to come right to him. Hendrix down and out. Referee Cade Hawk staying on bias there. Ace throwing in those strikes. Hendrix stunned. Hendrix trying to stay on his feet. Ace grabbing him. Standing vertical suplex by Ace Armbruster here. Him saying it's too easy. Again, these two men locked up on the first episode of WTW back. And again, Hendrix was trying to close in on the win before Ace purposely got himself disqualified after he sensed he might be on the losing end. Ace laying in those ground and pounds there over and over and over again. Ace Armbruster again, forever cocky, arrogant, saying it's too easy.
Way too easy.
He is in control of this match so far. Hendrix down and out.
Come to me again eventually. It's just what good they do.
Ace knows.
Writing a book.
Running DDT by Ace Armbruster. He knows that Hendrix is going to keep going after him. He knows Hendrix is resilient. He never goes down without a fight. Hendrix surviving for a 2 count here. Ace Armbruster chucking Hendrix's head square into the mat. Good Lord, Ace. Good Lord, Ace. Ace again laying down those stomps over and over again.
Just an old, decrepit, senile old man.
Just beating down Jackson Hendrix. Ace Armbruster.
Crying. I almost feel bad.
Come on, we know you don't.
Not quite.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a little closer.
See, the thing is with Ace is Hendrix has made he made some mistakes in the past. He knows that. He acknowledged it, but this is a man who wants to change. This is a man who wants to prove to everybody that he's changed. Ace thinks Hendrix is the same old Hendrix, but I don't think he is. Ace coming off the ropes. Hendrix counters. Drop kick right to the midsection of Ace Armbruster. Hendrix caught him in midair there. Hendrix looking to go for the cover here. Cover 1, 2. Ace surviving for a 2 count. Ace came off the ropes. Hendrix was able to counter with a drop kick out of nowhere, but once again, Hendrix holding that head and that back. He's taking a lot of slams, taking a lot of damage. Ace is taking his head off with some suplexes, but again, Hendrix able to counter, reining in those stomps there. Exactly what he needed in this match. Hendrix throwing some forearms here. Irish whip into the corner, holding that back. Able to follow up though. Forearm into the corner. Grabbing him up. Fireman's carry. Yoshigoroshi by Jackson Hendrix. Hendrix holding that back again. He's been in some pain. He's taking some damage from Ace. Able to get into the cover here. 1, 2. Kick out again by Ace. 2 count. Hendrix able to get some offense in there, though. Ace was starting to pull ahead there for a little bit with the offense, with the stomps, the slams. Hendrix off the ropes. Leaping kick connecting. Ace's head bouncing right off the mat. Hendrix again unable to follow through with the pin. Holding that back. Hendrix has been hurt in this match, and you got to wonder if that back, it was beaten up with the belt. It was beaten up. It's been beaten up by Ace with these sneak attacks. Hendrix again weighing in the forearms there. Ace stunned, looking to maybe go for a standing vertical suplex here. Impacted. He landed it. Hendrix trying to roll through, trying to get to his feet here, trying to pull Ace. He's still got Ace locked up. He's still got Ace connected. Falcon arrow, following it up with a Falcon arrow. Cover by Jackson Hendrix. Cover 1, 2. Ace once again surviving. Take a look at this offense here, though. This is what Hendrix needed. Standing vertical suplex, roll through, Falcon arrow, but Ace surviving, as you see here, for a 2 count. This is exactly what Hendrix needed. Ace was starting to pull ahead. Hendrix able to get some offense going now, laying in those stomps on Ace. Hendrix wants to make Ace pay for that cheap attack he had during his interview on with Deuce Stuffler. Hendrix spinning back kick to Ace. Leaping, spinning, into Gary, landing flush on the head of Ace Armbruster, dropping him. Did that put Ace out? 1, 2, kick out, 2 count there. Hendrix landed that strike right on Ace's head. And Hendrix, once again, he said, you want to hit me in with the belt, and he's laying in those forearms, the ground and pound. Ace has been nothing but disgusting to Hendrix. We're talking low blows. We're talking sneak attacks, and Hendrix is making him pay right now. Hendrix is making him pay. Irish whip by Hendrix. Ace looking to rebound with a clothesline. Caught. Hendrix caught him. Arm trap neckbreaker by Jackson Hendrix. We know the technical prowess of Hendrix. He showed it on display there. Arm trap neckbreaker. 1, 2. Ace once again kicking out at 2. Hendrix in the driver's seat right now, still holding that head, though, and that back from the damage that Ace has been able to dish out in this match here. Hendrix able to hit him with that arm trap neck breaker, though. Hendrix standing up to his feet here, stalking Ace, maybe looking, springboard coming off the ropes. Looked like maybe he slipped a little bit. Ace caught him. Uranagi by Ace Armbruster. Look at the power again. Cover 1, 2, kick out by Hendrix. Hendrix maybe got a little too ahead of himself there. Oh, Ace with that disgusting cheap slap. Hendrix maybe got too ahead of himself. Going with the springboard. Ace made him pay. Caught with the Uranagi. Dropping those blows to the back repeatedly. And he's got Hendrix in the corner. And again, he's just laying in these stomps in the corner to Ace here. And Ace driving his foot into the chest of Jackson Hendrix, kicking him and just shoving that.
You can't breathe.
Oh, Jesus. He's shoving his boot right into the neck of Jackson Hendrix. Ace able to counter with that Uranagi and followed up with those stomps. Ace in the corner here. What does he have in mind? Drop kick straight into the shoulders and arms of Jackson Hendrix, connecting right on the shoulder.
Oh, man, he's going to come to me.
He knows Hendrix is going to keep coming for him there. He knows Hendrix is going to keep showing that resilience, keep going after the fight. He knows Hendrix is not going to quit, but Ace is in the corner. Ace stalking Hendrix.
Come on, Jackson.
What does Ace have in mind here? Stalking Hendrix. Spear! Spearing Hendrix right out of his boots. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Hendrix. A kick out, but that spear. That spear. Again, the damage to the back and some rib damage there. But Hendrix is taking some back damage with all these slams that Ace has dished out with that spear. And Ace dropping an elbow on the leg here. And dropping another one. This is a smart strategy by Hendrix. We know how much he depends on his legs. I mean, you look at the detonation kick. It requires that right leg to be able to connect to the head to put his opponent away. And if Ace can injure that leg to where Hendrix can't hit his finisher, that could eliminate a lot of Hendrix's offense. Ace Armbruster once again just rubbing it in his face as he's beating on Hendrix here. He was going to work on that leg, dropping elbows on that leg. Hendrix trying to get to his feet here. Ace stalking him, though. Ace stalking Hendrix. Hendrix trying to swing. Ace counters. Ace counters. Drops him on the knee. Following it up here with a neck breaker. Neck breaker. We've seen that combination before from Ace. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Jackson Hendrix staying in it. Hendrix hurt. Going for that swing, though. A little off balance, and he got caught. Ace dropped him with that combination there to the knee. Followed up with a neck breaker. Ace stalking Hendrix once again. picking him up by his head here, and just running Hendrix into the corners. Grabbing him, once again running Hendrix into the corners. Hendrix is stunned. Ace following it up with the corner again and throwing the lifeless body of Hendrix square on the ground. Ace is in control here, following that counter of the Uranagi. Ace is in the driver's seat here. Ace once again laying down those stomps. We know how Ace likes it. He likes to slow down the pace. He likes to wear his opponents out. Ace once again laying in those stomps. Hendrix is hurt. Hendrix is hurt and he's dropping. Ace is going. Ace stalking around the ring. Ace might have Hendrix where he wants him right here. Hendrix trying to get up to his feet here, but he's beat up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Ace? Yeah, he's not doing that good. Come on. Come on, Hendrix. Hendrix getting up to his feet here. Ace taunting him. Ace catches him. Hendrix counters. Legs are on the head. Hurricane Rana by Jackson Hendrix. Hurricane Rana. This could be a turning point in the match. Hendrix able to counter with that Hurricane Rana out of nowhere on Ace. Ace was laying the beat down, and that might have been the offense Hendrix needed. Hendrix able to pull that out of the hat there, and he just told him to suck it. And what could he be going for here? Hendrix kicking him, lining it up. Pedigree! Pedigree by Jackson Hendrix, shade to the King of Kings. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ace. I thought Hendrix could have put it away there. 2 count though. Ace surviving, but that Hurricane Rana made it needed what Hendrix needed.
How about I get the shovel? Let's make this a burial.
Oh, no, no, no. Ace rolling it up. Ace playing possum, trying to pull a fast one on Hendrix. Hendrix able to survive there. Hendrix running at him. Ace caught. Bone Crusher. That's the finishing move of WTW legend T-Bone. Hendrix surviving at a 2 count.
T-Bone! You wish you were this good! What an out of you! You're scared!
Ace taunting T-Bone. And you have to wonder, Jackson Hendrix made a lot of his mistakes in the past that Ace has talked so much about on T-Bone, and was that just another mind game on Hendrix by hitting T-Bone's finishing maneuver? Hendrix laying in those elbow strikes onto Ace here. He's laying in those elbow strikes, and what could he have? Spinning back kick. Ace stunned in the corner. Super kick by Hendrix. Armbruster stunned. Armbruster stunned. Hendrix got him in a headlock. Could be looking for that patented tornado DDT. Running in the ropes. Connecting. Connecting with that tornado DDT. Both men down here. But again, was the Bone Crusher just a mind game? You know Hendrix has to feel a lot of remorse for what he did to T-Bone. We know Hendrix has been very vocal about how much the mistakes that he made in the past haunt him, and he made a lot of those mistakes with T-Bone. Ace could be using that to his advantage by hitting that Bone Crusher. Hendrix crawling up to the ropes here. Hendrix, what could he be looking for? Ace trying to get up to his feet here. Hendrix looks to be waiting for him. Hendrix leaping. Sunset flip power bomb. Landed cover. Ace surviving at 2. I thought that could have done it here. Take another look at this. Hendrix able to hit that tornado DDT. Landing Ace's head right into the mat. Following it up with the leaping sunset flip power bomb. But Ace, as you see here, able to survive with a 2 count. Hendrix in control though right now. Hendrix in control after that sunset flip power bomb. Hendrix stalking Ace.
This ends now, Ace.
Hendrix saying this ends now. He looks like he's going for that detonation kick, his finishing maneuver. Will he land it? Ace counters. Ace counters. Caught the leg of Hendrix. Ace has it blocked in an ankle lock. Is this going to make Hendrix tap? Will Hendrix tap here? Will Hendrix tap? Hendrix roll through, able to counter off the ropes. Drop kick straight to the back. Armbruster stunned. Hendrix trying to close in on the win there with that detonation kick. Ace counter with the ankle lock. Hendrix roll through, hit the trap kick. Hendrix trying to fall up here. Could he be going back to the well? Could he be trying to hit that detonation kick again? I think he knows if he hits that, this could put him away. What could he be going for? Ace breaking the grip. Pick him up. What? No, 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 no. What could Ace be? Got tombstone pile driver. Look at the way Hendrix's head was off that mat. Ace unable to follow through with the pin after the damage he's taken. Unable to follow through with the pin, but you see that tombstone pile driver landed flush on the head. You got to wonder if Ace could have followed through with the pin. Would that have ended this match? What a gruesome maneuver by Ace Armbruster. Both men down and out here. That tombstone pile driver did some serious damage to Hendrix. And that may be what Ace needs to close in on the win here on Jackson Hendrix. That may have been the big move he needed. What could Ace be going for? Ace taunting him in the corner, taking his head off with another clothesline. Look at the way Jackson Hendricks' body snapping to the mat after the power of in the clothesline of Ace Armbruster. Ace Armbruster, Irish whip. Clothesline attempt, Hendricks ducks, caught! Sling blade by Hendricks. Hendricks could be finding an opening. Could be going for that patented Blue Thunder Bomb. Not quite hitting all of it, but still making an impact. Ace survives at 2. But could Hendricks be closing in on the win here? Ace went for a clothesline attempt, maybe went to the well too many times. Hendricks had it scouted, ducked, hit him with the sling blade, be able to follow it up with the Blue Thunder Bomb, and could Hendricks be closing in with a win here? Hendricks looks to be lining Ace up. What does he have in mind? Ace out of harm's way, super kick, Kate Hawk's out, referee Kate Hawk's down. Hendricks checking on the ref. He accidentally knocked out with the super kick. Oh, no. Disgusting. Referee down. Ace Armbruster using that to his advantage.
Sometimes you gotta do what the good guys can't do.
Using a cane he must have planted before this match. And look at that. He's saying right Jetpack because Jetpack refuses to be friends with Ace because of dirty tactics like that. The ref is none the wiser. Ace just used that cane after the ref went down, used Hendricks accidentally hitting the ref to his advantage, using that dirty weapon, the always disgusting tactics of Ace Armbruster. He followed it up with a pump handle slam there, and he's going up for the top. That's just disgusting. I was hoping to see a match with integrity, but Ace using that damn cane that he must have planted to take out Hendricks, following up frog splash, that damn cane. 1, 2, 3. But whether I like it or not, that damn cane got him the win. Ace Armbruster defeating Jackson Hendricks here at AfterShock. These two men were back and forth through the kitchen sink at one another. Hendricks was aiming for that super kick on Ace. Ace out of harm's way. Hendricks accidentally... Ace wanting his hand raised, of course, telling the ref to get his ass back in there, saying he earned it. Hendricks was lining up for that super kick. He hit Kate Hawk. Hendricks checked on Kate Hawk. Ace used it to his advantage. What a match, but what disgusting tactics by Ace Armbruster. But moving on to our main event, it is the newly crowned the WTW Champion Chase Chambers facing King Krunch, maybe the most accomplished man in history. Chase defending his championship here in the main event of AfterShock. Let's get into it. King Krunch, maybe the most accomplished man in WTW history. We're talking about the longest reigning WTW champion of all time. A guy who has not lost very many matches in his career. Whether he cheats or not, he typically finds a way to come out in the winning column. King Krunch made it known when he returned at Reborn what he wanted. He wants the throne because he's a key right now. He's a king without a throne. He's a king without his championship, and he made it abundantly clear to Chase what he came back for. Following Chase pinning Hendricks in the gauntlet to win the WTW Championship, Krunch immediately making his presence known, telling Chambers he is coming for that championship. And that is how we got here. Krunch Chambers, AfterShock, main event. Krunch wants the throne back. Chase Chambers was able to win the thing that had eluded him his whole career at Reborn. The WTW Championship had eluded that man his whole career, and Chase Chambers was able to come away with the WTW Championship. But as the old saying goes, it's one thing to make it to the top, but can you stay at the top? And that is the question here for Chase Chambers tonight as he faces what maybe his greatest challenge yet in his career. This returning King Krunch that wants the throne. Chase Chambers is going to have to see if he can stay atop of this mountain and retain this championship tonight, because he's got again maybe the most accomplished wrestler in front of him to defeat tonight, coming for that gold. Chase Chambers, honorable, embodies everything that you want a champion to be, and I'm proud to have him as our champion. But this is a big main event. This could be the biggest match in WTW history. Chase Chambers, King Krunch, WTW Championship. And I can't wait to get this match underway here. King Krunch hasn't been in singles competition since in 6.5 years. As you know, WTW took that hiatus, but he returned at Reborn, and this will be his first singles match. Will ring rust play a factor here? Chase has at least been a bit more active than Krunch. Referee Kate Hawk doing his pat down again, making sure everything is clear before the match. Krunch hasn't changed a damn bit. As you see there, WTW Championship, the most prestigious prize in this YouTube wrestling community, a title that only 4 men have held. Chambers and Krunch circle each other, collar, elbow, tie up, collar, elbow, tie up. Chambers modified side headlock there, a little different than normal. Roll through, headlock kind of takeover of sorts, wrenching that headlock, wrenching it. Krunch. Hey, Chambers wrenching that headlock. What could Krunch have in mind? Krunch countering with a head scissors there. Head scissors. Chambers able to get out of it. And we know what Chambers said. Chambers has never defeated Krunch in singles competition. Krunch is 6-0 against Chase Chambers. But Chase said, this is a different Chase. I'm much stronger. This isn't the same guy. Chase, catch hammerlock. Catch hammerlock by Chase Chambers. Wrenching the arm of King Krunch. Has him locked in that hammerlock. Krunch feels very confident he can defeat Chambers as Chambers is wrenching the arm because Krunch is undefeated in singles competition against Chambers. Chambers going for a fireman's carry. Krunch able to duck out of it. These two men again, once again, circling each other. But again, Chase Chambers saying he's changed. This is the same man Krunch defeated all those times, all those years ago. Krunch, side headlock to Chase Chambers, wrenching the side headlock. Chambers able to counter with the side headlock of his own here. Able to counter with the side headlock. What could, maybe looking for another headlock takeover. Technical prowess on display for Chase Chambers, our WTW champion, as he is wrenching that headlock, throwing, dropping some punches to King Krunch here. Chambers able to use that. Krunch tying Chambers up. Has him in a pinfall. Pinfall attempt trying to pull a quick fast one on him. Chambers able to kick out at 2. Krunch trying to pull a fast one. Chambers able to survive at that 2 count there. That could have been bad. Collar elbow tie up again between these two men. Chambers shoving him into the corner here. Chambers wrenching him into the corner. Knee by Chase Chambers. Picking him up. Backbreaker. A flipping arm wringer. And following it up with that. Man, look at the technical skill of Chase Chambers. Cover. 1, 2. See, I want to show you guys this real quick. It's a bigger part of the match than it looks. Because this shows that this isn't the same Chase Chambers. Chase Chambers having the technical edge on King Krunch early here. Flipping. Look at that. Look at the technical prowess of Chase Chambers. Chase Chambers getting back up to his feet here. What could he have in mind? That was... What a combination by Chambers as he is now reigning in those right hands. Snapmare by the WTW champion. Off the ropes. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the chest of sorts by Chase Chambers to the King. The King. We're talking about both of these men Royal Rumble winners. Krunch, the longest reigning WTW champion in history. Chase Chambers, the current WTW champion. These two men lock horns. It is Goliath versus Goliath in this match. Chase Chambers, Krunch fighting back. Forearm by Krunch. Krunch standing, vertical suplex, landing it on the WTW champion. Roll through, maybe going for another suplex here. Looking to go for another one, trying to get him up. Chambers blocks, pushing the challenger back. Suplex of his own. Chase Chambers going through again, going for a second one. Could he hit the second vertical suplex in a row? Hitting it. And is he going to? He's going for the 3 amigos, 3 standing suplexes in a row, and he is hitting it. Chase Chambers hitting 3 suplexes in a row. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Chambers in the driver's seat a little bit more early on in this main event at AfterShock. You saw the technical prowess. You saw the 3 amigos there. Chase Chambers showing everybody why he is the WTW champion.
It's gonna be easy, Krunch. I told you.
Things have changed. Chase Chambers is right. Things have changed. And Chase Chambers is laying in those right hands to Krunch again. Chase Chambers laying him in. Knee. DDT by the WTW champion. DDT. Cover by Chambers. 1, 2, and a kick out by Krunch. Krunch, 2 count there. But Chambers, again, having the edge here so far at AfterShock in this massive main event. Big fight feel. As I mentioned earlier, Krunch winning the throne. And you have to remember, Krunch technically never got pinned when he lost that championship in that longest reign in history because T-Bone actually pinned Jackson Hendrix in a triple threat to win it. Krunch never got pinned. Oh, Chase Chambers out of the way. Chambers went for a Superman punch. Krunch countered with the DDT. Chase might have went to the well a little too early. Krunch making him pay for it as he countered with the DDT. But stopping. Krunch wearing down those stomps on Chase Chambers. But as I was mentioning earlier, the Krunch never got pinned when he lost that longest reign, and he even won the Royal Rumble match before WTW went on a 6-year hiatus. And now he's in the title shot because he believes that crown still belongs to him. Standing vertical suplex again there by the King. Cover 1, 2, kick out. And King Krunch, always been maybe the most arrogant SOB in WTW. Arrogant, cocky. He's always been resentful of the fans, but the fact of the matter is he's a very, very, very accomplished star, as much as I hate to admit it. But Chambers fighting back in again here, throwing those right hands, following it up. Sidewalk slam by Chase Chambers. Cover 1, 2, Krunch again. Chambers for a 2 count after that sidewalk slam. But again, Krunch feels he's a king without a throne right now. He wants that championship. We know how much that championship means to him, but he doesn't have an easy task in his way if he's going to get that championship back, because he has to defeat Chase Chambers, a man who fought his entire career to get it, got it at Reborn, and Chase isn't going to let go of that title easy. Chambers off the ropes, Irish whip, Krunch looking to count out with a clothesline, Chambers ducked, caught! Samoan drop by Chase Chambers by the WTW Champion. Cover 1, 2. The King stinging him. Irish whip. Krunch tried to rebound with a clothesline. Chambers had him scouted, countered with that Samoan drop. Chase Chambers maybe a little frustrated here, but he's had the edge early on. Chase Chambers, heck of a performance here, showing you've seen the power, the strength of Chase Chambers, and he's showing exactly what he told you on Mayhem. This is not the same Chase Chambers. I don't care that I'm 0-6 against you. That was 7 years ago. This is different. This is 2025. This is different Chambers, different Krunch, different WTW. And again, showing that power with an AA. AA by the WTW Champion, following it up with a Samoan drop, or an elbow drop. I'm so sorry. Cover 1, 2, Krunch again surviving at a 2 count. But again, I want to show you this because Chase Chambers, this is not the same Chambers Krunch beat all those years ago. Krunch doubted that Chambers had changed. Chase telling him, I'm not the same guy, and he's proving it. You see the technical prowess. You see the strength of Chase Chambers. I think Krunch came into this thinking he was going to beat Chambers like always, and Chambers might have overwhelmed him early. Chambers looking to be lining up for that patented spear. Krunch able to dodge out of the way. Krunch able to dodge out of the way. Backbreaker. Backbreaker by the King. Backbreaker by the King. Maybe this is the opening that King Krunch needed. And he's laying down the stomps on Chase Chambers now. He's laying down the stomps. Krunch dropping, stomping on those legs of Chambers here. You see Krunch circling his opponent once again, dropping those stomps. Going to work on that leg of Chase Chambers. Similar to what Ace did earlier to Chambers' best friend. Krunch going to work. You know, you got his Superman punch, his spear, his end of days finishing maneuver, all require a strong base from Chase Chambers. And Krunch is trying to limit that base there. He was going to work on those legs, getting the champion up to his feet. Irish curse backbreaker by the King. Cover 1, 2. If that doesn't show arrogance the way he even tried to cover his opponent, I don't know what does. But again, Krunch going to work on that leg of Chase Chambers, stomping it, wearing down, wants to weaken the base, wants to eliminate a lot of the offense of Chase Chambers, dropping that elbow on the leg of Chase Chambers. Krunch going to work. Krunch once again grabbing that leg, not letting up, and dropping another elbow on the leg of Chase Chambers. Krunch is going to work on Chambers.
You're mighty champion.
Chambers struggling to get back up to his feet here. Stomp after stomp, elbow drop after elbow drop, leg DDT. Chambers having a hard time getting it up to his feet here.
You see him?
Krunch breaking down Chase Chambers, wanting to eliminate a lot of his offense, and if he can, that has to eliminate some of the strategy of Chase Chambers to win this match, and a chop block once again. Krunch relentless on that leg, and again stomping it. Again stomping the leg of Chase Chambers here. Krunch dragging him into the corner, crawling, jumping, getting on the ropes, and again stomping on that damn leg. Krunch scientifically breaking down. And here's what I think happened. I think Krunch might have figured out that Chase Chambers is not the same guy he was, but Krunch, this is what made him so successful. He did take shortcuts. He did cheat, but he always found a way to adjust. And he's finding a way to adjust here. Krunch going to work on Chase Chambers. He knows how important the legs are to Chase Chambers' offense. Picking him up, fireman's carry, white noise. White noise by King Krunch. Cover 1, 2. Chase Chambers surviving for a 2 count. But Krunch Krunch frustrated with the referee about the 2 count, but Krunch dismantling Chase Chambers here. Chambers had the edge early. Technical skills showing how much his strength has gained in the years that have passed. And Krunch super kick, dropping super kick to the knee, dropping Chase Chambers again. This is one of the more scientific breakdowns of an opponent I've seen. DDT by the King. DDT by the King. Krunch once again going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Chambers there.
2.
One of the more scientific breakdowns I've seen in WTW. Chambers took the edge early. Krunch adjusting. Krunch going to work. Going to work on Chase Chambers. Going to work. Elbow drop again on the leg of Chase Chambers. The King will not let up. Krunch could be going for that Boston Crab. We know the damage that does to the legs. No shocker is why he would want to do that move. Will Chambers tap? Chambers looks to be trying to make his way to the rope, reaching it. Referee Kate Hawk here counting. Of course, Krunch is going to hold it for the 4 count. Of course he would. But he's trying to get as much damage as he can on the legs and slamming it into the mat again. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine how the leg of Chase Chambers feels right now. Krunch has done everything he can to eliminate that leg in an elbow drop.
For you, T-Bone.
T-Bone catching some strays tonight, and a kick out again by Chase Chambers. A kick out again by Chase Chambers. These men know what's on the line. The WTW Championship. Chambers, a title he worked so hard to get, and Krunch wanting that title to reclaim his throne as the king of WTW. Krunch going to work still, kicking the midsection of Chase Chambers again here. Chase Chambers trying to get up to his feet here. Krunch going for a super kick. Chambers able to counter harm's way. Chambers wobbly, able to get Krunch into the ropes. Irish whip, able to rebound. Clothesline by the WTW champion. Chambers was wobbly, but he's able to find a way, and you see it there. You see he's unable to even walk straight because of the damage. And another chop block. Another chop block. Krunch has targeted both legs, primarily the right leg, but he has not let up on the left one either. He is trying to eliminate the entire base of Chase Chambers, and he might be doing just that. Krunch saying that title's always been his. Krunch again dropping the elbow on the legs of Chase Chambers. This is hard to watch. Krunch dismantling Chambers here. And a kick right to the back of the leg by the King to Chase Chambers. The most prestigious prize on the line here, a prize that only 4 men have ever held. Jackson Hendrix, King Krunch, Chase Chambers, T-Bone. We know how much that title means. We know how prestigious that title is. Krunch laying down the forearms to Chase Chambers. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Krunch trying to dismantle Chambers. Chambers wobbly, but he's coming back with those right hands. He's giving it everything he's got. He might be wobbly, but there's fight left in our WTW champion. This is exactly why Chase Chambers is the champion. Elbow stretched into the corner, followed up, slam as best as he could with that wobbly base of his, but cover. Krunch survives for a 2 count. Chambers weakened, but he threw those right hands. He was wobbly, but he's giving it everything he has. Chase Chambers desperately wants to hold on to this championship that he worked so hard to get. And who's going to come away with the victory here? Will it be Chase Chambers, the valiant WTW champion, or will it be King Krunch in his scientific breakdown of the offense of Chase Chambers? Will it be King Krunch that walks away reclaiming his throne here at AfterShock? This is such a pivotal match in WTW. It cannot be understated. Krunch again going for that vertical suplex, landing it. Getting him back up again. What could he be going for? Getting the leg of Chase Chambers. Fisherman suplex. This could be that old suplex special, following it up with his swinging neck breaker. That old patented offense of King Krunch. Cover here. 1, 2. Chambers surviving here, and you see it again. You see it right here. Krunch with that patented offense. He's been wearing down the legs, and now he's able to get some more offense here with that standing suplex, following up with the fisherman suplex, as you see here, and once again, getting Chambers back up to his feet, following it by that vintage neck breaker that King Krunch is known for. Chase Chambers surviving for a 2 count, but Krunch pulling ahead here in the later parts of this match. Krunch pulling ahead, Chambers trying to, Chambers holding that leg. You can tell this man is in a lot of pain. Krunch getting him up. Could be lining up for that Prince Killer. Chambers countering. Irish whip into the corner. Chambers holding that hurt leg. Able to follow it up with a spear. unable to follow through with a cover due to that injured leg. You have to wonder, was that spear purely instinct? Was it purely instinct? And it damn sure could have been. Chase unable to follow through, but he's able to land that spear. And gosh, look at how wobbly Chase Chambers is. You have to wonder, will this play into more future nagging knee issues and leg problems for Chase Chambers? Dropping Krunch's head into the mat. You see the damage just done, but Chase cover 1, 2. Krunch surviving, kicking out here. 2 count there. You have to wonder, will this create more long-term nagging issues for Chase Chambers? You see how hurt the man is, but he's fighting. He's trying to do everything he can to power through here. He's getting up to his feet, and you can tell how much pain this man is in. Chambers trying to get Krunch up. What could he have in mind here? Chambers getting the King up, looking to maybe put him in a fireman's carry. And that leg can't withstand the weight. The damage was done. Super kick. The leg collapsed. And Krunch following it up with a super kick. That leg collapsed. Following it up. Shining Wizard by the King. Chambers is down. Chambers is down. That leg collapsed. That leg collapsed. Chambers is in serious, serious trouble here. Krunch. Senton. Senton by the King. Cover. 1, 2. And somehow, someway, Chase Chambers staying in it. But Krunch, Chambers was able to stay in it. Chambers was able to stay in it, but Krunch is lining him up for that Prince Killer, and this could do it. This could do it. Chambers wiggling his way out of it. Shove off the ropes. Caught. End of days. End of days. Chambers, will he be able to fight through all the leg hurting? Chambers retaining. You see it here. Krunch was looking to finish Chambers with that Prince Killer, and Chambers countering with the end of days here and surviving. Chase Chambers is still your WTW champion. You know that leg, you know that knee, you know it's hurt. You know he's hurt, you know he's in a lot of pain, but he gets to be in a lot of pain while carrying home that WTW Championship and being able to say, and still. Chase Chambers defeating King Krunch. Finally able to defeat the King here. Oh, no, no, no! Krunch once again targeting that leg. This match is over, damn it. Targeting that leg he targeted all match. And Prince Killer dropping the WTW Champion. This is disgusting. This is despicable. This is exactly the same King Krunch that we knew. Disgusting. He couldn't accept the fact that he lost from the looks of it. Saying him, get used to it. What a disgusting showing. I will see you guys here on Mayhem 3 weeks from now. Thank you.